Are your ethics worked out? I know how to gouge out an eye, but can I gouge out an eye? Capability is a physical skill, but capacity is being ready to act on that skill. Not everyone is emotionally ready to hurt another human being, and there are valid reasons. We were raised in a civilized society, and we may have been programmed to believe the whole world is civilized, and people are good, and only bad people would hurt other people. We may have been taught that violence doesn't solve problems, and that's true most of the time. But some people are not programmed that way, and they live in a world where violence does solve problems. These people have the capability and emotional capacity to hurt others and even enjoy it. And that gives them a big advantage over you if you have not considered how you would feel about having to damage another human being to save your own life or someone you love. Listen, everyone hesitates when doing something uncomfortable, and fighting is an uncomfortable thing. If our ethics are not worked out, we will hesitate, and that could be deadly. Or on the other hand, if we are programmed full of prideful ego and are quick to fight, we could jump in way early in a conflict and regret it for the rest of our lives. So we're going to take a pop quiz and see where we were at right now with our ethics. These are my would you questions. Like, would you admit when you are wrong and sincerely apologize? Would you allow yourself to be blindfolded? Would you allow yourself to be moved to a secondary crime scene by a criminal if they promised you that you would be safe? Would you allow yourself to be tied up to live a little longer? Would you allow others to call you names without responding? Would you avoid a place where there might be trouble? Would you ban someone from your home or place of business? Would you allow yourself to be stolen from? Be threatened by a loved one? Be threatened by a stranger? Would you call 911 to report a crime in progress? Would you chase a thief or other criminal in your car? Would you chase a thief or other criminal on foot? Would you cooperate with the police or help the police subdue a subject? Would you defend a weaker friend? Would you defend a weaker stranger? Would you defend your honor? Would you defend your wife's honor, your husband's honor? Would you defend your country? Would you push someone to keep them from desecrating a flag? Would you eliminate contact with a friend, relative, or acquaintance who is a known troublemaker? Would you fight a group by yourself? Would you fight one-on-one? Or fight over an insult to your favorite sports team? Would you gouge out someone's eye in self-defense? Would you hand over your hard-earned money to a mugger? Would you interfere in another person's argument? Would you just walk away from a potential problem, no matter how much others might criticize you for it? Would you kick someone when he's down? Would you kill in self-defense? Would you kill a close friend or a relative in self-defense? Would you let your car be broken into or defaced? Would you let your personal property be broken or defaced? Would you listen attentively even when you're angry? Would you maim or permanently disable or kill another person in self-defense? Would you participate in a mob? Would you physically intervene in a fight? Would you report another student or coworker who is carrying a weapon on the premises? Would you report another student or coworker who is making threats to harm others? Would you see another person's perspective? Would you show respect to someone you don't respect? Would you stab a person in self-defense knowing that he might die or be crippled for life? Would you watch a stranger be beaten down without intervening? Would you strike first if you feel that violence is imminent? Would you testify in court against a violent offender whose crimes you witnessed, even though he threatens retribution? Would you turn your back on an armed individual when ordered to do so? Would you use a weapon to injure or kill another person? Would you use anything as a weapon? For example, hot coffee, head shears, power saw, a vehicle, baseball bat, iron skillet, or fire extinguisher to protect your life or someone else's life? Would you use whatever force is necessary to neutralize an adult who is threatening you with a weapon? Now, what if that threat were 12? What if that threat were 6 years old? What if it was a woman? What if it was someone pregnant? What if that threat was mentally disabled or your own spouse?